Welcome back, everybody, to Gamble with Jimmy. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Looking forward to showing you this free tutorial today of Baccarat. And Baccarat is the best casino game out there. For those of you, my audience obviously plays Baccarat and craps. Those are the two games that I show on my channel. I used to show roulette. I've kind of shied away from roulette because, to be quite honest with you, it's just a game that I'll play once in a while, and if I do play roulette, it's just usually either red or black. You know, it can be a lot of fun. I think that roulette is a good game to play with extra money that you won already. And let's say you won $1,000 and you want to go play $500 worth of roulette and have a good time. Maybe you win big, and maybe you lose it. So it's just not, in my opinion, a skilled game or anything like that. Now, when it comes to Baccarat and craps, especially Baccarat, I think that Baccarat, the way that I teach you to play Baccarat, you have a really, 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 really good chance of having a very high win rate. I would probably say, if you get my training, I would say that you're probably going to win 9 out of 10 times that you play the game. If you follow the rules, and you play it the way that I actually teach it. If you're very strict, you have to be super strict, and you really need to pay attention to the bet sizing, the money management, and being able to walk away with the profits. If you cannot do that, nobody's going to be able to help you, okay? Now, a lot of you guys out there, you guys see the free tutorial, and the first thing that goes through your mind and stuff like that is, it's different at the casino, and you can't win in this game. The casino always has the advantage. Folks, I got news for you. The casino is not going against you in Baccarat. There is no you're playing against. It's not blackjack. Blackjack, the casino, you're playing against the dealer. And if you watch the way that blackjack works, why do they always get 20s and 21s and 19s? Why is the dealer always constantly winning and getting miracle cards all the time? Why do they set up the deck in a specific way? Do you really think that's luck over and over for the dealer? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They have masterminded how to put those decks together. They know exactly what they're doing. And those days of like counting cards and all that crap, those days are over. You're not playing with single decks and stuff like that anymore in blackjack. So if you're a blackjack player, trust me on this one, you need to start paying attention to Baccarat. Because with Baccarat, you're only playing between banker and player. If it's a tie, you don't lose. That's it. Where do they make their money? They make their money off of the commission when you play banker. That's how they make their money. They make their money off of the commission when you play banker, which is why a lot of my strategies are designed for you to constantly play the player. When we think that player is going to win, we want to play player because there's no commission. Okay? Also, where do they make their money? Off of the players who consistently come back and they consistently lose. Why? Because they don't take the money that they were given and they keep wanting to be greedy, thinking they're going to win more and more and more. And another reason why is that their bet sizing is completely wrong, and it is at advantage to the casino. So they're relying on players to be stupid, foolish, and keep coming back and never be satisfied with small wins and profits. So if you look at the math there, between them making money on the commission and taking money from people who just do not know how to manage their money properly or use bankroll management, they're going to win in the long run. They're going to keep the doors open. All right, so let's get started here. We're going to start off with player. Okay, we're going to lose. Now, what's so beautiful about this game is you don't have to win every hand. We could lose 3-4 in a row and still win. Okay, we're going to stay with player. We're going to go up to $50 now. Okay, we're going to start this game off by losing 2 in a row. So the only ones that won so far is banker. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to stay with player. We're going to go $125 here. And we're going to lose all 3. All 3 went to banker. Can that happen? Absolutely it can happen. It just did. So what are we going to do now? We're going to take this one off. Okay, tie. Okay, player has finally won. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to focus with banker. We're going to focus on banker. So we're going to start all over. I don't care how much we lost. We're going to go a quarter on banker. Okay, banker wins. We're going to go 50 on banker. Banker wins. Okay, we're going to go a quarter on banker. Banker wins. We're going to go a quarter again on banker. Banker wins. Another quarter on banker. Banker wins. Quarter on banker. Banker wins. Quarter on banker. And we finally lose 9-8. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. Okay? So, we decided at this point early that we just felt this could be a banker board. So, if we were betting this big or pressing our wins, we would have made a fortune right there. We would be cashing out already. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take two hands off. We're going to take 2 hands off. Banker wins. Banker wins again. Okay, let's take 2 more off. Tie. Player wins. Okay, let's take 2 more hands off. I'll share with you in a minute why. 7-7 tie, but it's not a blazing 7. Okay, banker wins again. All right, so here's what we're going to do. This is the reason why we were taking it off. We wanted to give player a chance to see if it could come down. That's the reason why that we were taking it off, okay? So we wanted to give player a chance. And it just doesn't seem like this board is really going to be for player. I mean, we have 13 banker wins and 3 player wins, okay? So we want to do this. This is what we want to do. We want to go with the strategy here that now that we're at about 16%, 17% of the board has completed. We want to go with the second banker is what we want to go with. If you look from the get-go, banker has consistently won. So we want to go with the second banker. So we're going to take this off. Okay, player wins. Player wins. Player wins. Banker wins. Okay, so we want to go with the second banker. Okay, so we're going to go $100 on the second banker. Okay, we're going to lose 7-6. Okay, so no big deal. We're gonna wait. Player wins. Player wins. Player wins. Banker wins. Okay, we're going to go with banker. $200. Okay, we're going to lose again. Okay, so look. Banker was doing good. Banker was doing good. Banker was doing good. Now it can't win as soon as we start to do it. So we're going to stay with the second banker. We're not going to change just because we lost 2 times in a row. We're not going to change, okay? All right, so we're going to go ahead and wait. Okay, banker wins. Okay, we're going to go for the second banker again, okay? We're going to go $200 this time on the second banker. We're going to win. Okay, now we're going to go and reduce our bet from 200 to 100 on banker. We win. Okay, we're going to stay, whoops, we're going to go to $50 now on banker. We're going to stay with the winner and we're going to lose. Okay, that's okay. We made a profit of 250 here, just between these right here. On 1, 2, 3 bets, we made $250 profit. Okay, so we're going to stay with the second banker right now. We're going to wait. Player wins. Banker wins. We're going to go with banker. We're going to just go 50 this time. And we're going to win. We're going to press our entire win to 100. We're going to win again. Okay, we're finally got all our money back and we're in profit, okay? All right, now we're going to stay with banker and we're only going to go a quarter. We're going to win. We're going to press that quarter to 50. We're going to lose. Okay, no big deal. All right, we're going to wait until the second banker. Okay, banker won. We got to make our move. We're going to start with 100. We're going to win. We're going to press the whole thing. We did 100. We won 100. So that means it's $200 here. We're going to win. Okay, we're up $277. All right, now before we continue the rest, guys, I'm going to show you how to get your training. Now listen, right now we're playing every single hand. When you get the training, it's completely different. We only play triggers. Go to gamblewithjimmy.com. When you're up here, hit training options, select Baccarat training. It's going to bring you to this page right here. Okay, you guys can scroll down and this is the one that you want, the Baccarat total package. That's going to give you everything that you need to be successful in the Baccarat at the casino. Okay, you get everything you need: the money management, the bet sizing, the strategies, how to switch. You get everything. You get when to come in on the triggers, the whole works. Okay, 3 private videos that's sent to your email. It takes about 20 minutes to 1 hour to process your order. You get it on the same day. All right, let's start making some money here. All right, so what we're going to do, banker 1, we'll stay with banker for only a quarter. We win. Quarter again. We win. All right, now we just won $50, right? So let's press our winnings there. We win again. We're at 372. We only lost a quarter. We reduced our bet. All right, so we've got some definitely have a dominating banker board. Total domination of banker. All right, so we're going to take these off on player. Banker continues to win. We're going to bet banker again, but this time only for a quarter. We're going to win. We're going to press our win. We're going to win again. We're going to only do a quarter. We're going to win. We're going to press our win. We're going to win again. We're going to reduce our bet to a quarter. We're going to win. We're going to press that quarter to 50. Okay, we're going to lose. Now, do you see what I was doing there? What I like to do that. I like to say, okay, you know, if you're going to keep giving me free money, why not use that free money to press it and see if you can get that win. If you do, then you reduce it back down to a quarter again. All right, so we're going to wait on, we're not going to mess around with player. If player wants to, see, player can't even win with an 8 right now. So we're going to keep with banker, but we're only going to do a quarter here. Okay, we're going to definitely lose there. So we're going to let player do its thing. Okay, banker wins. We're going to go a quarter again. All right, now the reason why that I'm not going higher after I have lost is because I'm already up over $400. You don't want to do that. In other words, is if you lose 2 in a row at a quarter, you don't want to go to 50. You don't want to go to 75 or 100 or 125. You don't want to do that. You never do that when you're in profits like that. Never. Never. Because what you're doing is you're making it easy for the casino to get their money back. Don't ever play like that. That is a foolish thing to do. Okay? So in this case, we're going to let player do its thing. I'm actually going to analyze the board here in a second here. Okay, so player wins. All right, let's take a look at the board. We're going to break it down into 25% increments. So from here to here is your first 25%, right? I would say to this banker. Okay? This is, without a doubt, a mixed board. Okay, you have a mixed board right here. There's a lot of ways that you can win with this type of board. All right. Now from here to here, you definitely would be better off here playing the winner, right here. Now you have your third 25%, but it just started. So it's from here to here. What do you see happening? I see chops. From here to here, so far I see chopping. So we're going to go with a chop system. So we're going to play banker here for a quarter. We're going to win. We're going to play player for a quarter. We're going to win. We're going to play banker for a quarter. We're going to lose. We're going to stay with the chop. We're going to go to 50. We're going to win. Okay, we're going to go with the chop. We're going to lose. All right, let's take a look at the board. So from here to here, what system is best? The chop system so far. For this 25%, without a doubt, the best system to play right here is the chop system. All right, we're up 460. We're going to stay with the chop. Now, once you go with a strategy that's doing what this 25% is telling you, you don't look back to what the history was. You stick with what the 25% is doing. If it doesn't win after the 25% is up, you can adjust it to what the board is doing. All right, so we're going to stay with the chop here. We're going to go a quarter on player. Okay, we're going to lose again. And now, because one side has won 3 in a row, we're going to wait. Okay, the chop came back into the play. So we're going to go back to a chop. We're going to bet banker for a quarter. Okay, we're going to get the win. And we're at $458. Okay, so we'll go with the chop here. We'll go player for a quarter. We're going to lose. We're going to go banker for 50. And we're going to win. Okay, we'll go back to the chop. We're going to lose. Go back to the chop. We're going to win. Okay, we're at 503. And we're going to go ahead and call it quits. We almost had a whole shoe that, I mean, we still got a ways to go. We got this rest of this whole 25% left. So this is a dominant banker board. So you could literally just kill it if you just focus on playing player second drop. And then every time that you win, you could go ahead and either press your winnings on the third one or just reduce your winnings. And if you lose, then you just don't do it anymore. And just keep playing the second banker. There's a lot of ways that you can win with this particular board. So Get the training. It'll go over everything that you need to know to be successful in this game. It'll improve your play. You know, obviously the training, guys, is only for the serious people. You know, people who are just not going to be, if you're not going to go to the casino, or you're not going to be playing online all the time and try to actually make a living, or at least make an extra $2,000 to $3,000, $4,000 a month, you're not going to get the training. It's totally fine. All right. It's only for the people that really take this seriously and that really want to improve. That's what I'm here to help you guys do. And also, it supports the channel, which I greatly appreciate. I put a lot of time and energy into this, and without you guys, I wouldn't do this. I really wouldn't do this if it wasn't for the people who support the channel. So thank you guys so much for doing that. I appreciate that. Give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I wish you all the best at the casino. Hope you win a ton of money. But just make sure, don't get greedy. Take profits, guys. Go home. Just get into a habit of playing smart, winning, and going home. All right? Thanks for watching, everybody.